Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages that are at least 21 or older for legal purposes, welcome to AM Whiskey's Whiskey of the Year. Let us tell you how we did this. First off, this had to be a whiskey that we got this year.
See?
Correct. Has to be a bottle that we own.
See?
We said no single barrels,
Request denied.
but somebody tried to slip one in. I vetoed.
It did fairly well.
It did do fairly well.
I mean, it
but
was a bottle we got this year.
It was a bottle that we got this year, but
It was a bottle we got on our Kentucky trip.
it was a bottle we got on our Kentucky trip. But
We each own one.
single barrels are hard to get. We realize a lot of these are hard to get, but that's just how it was. We did. So what we had a couple bottles that we put as automatic bids. They just got in without question. We tried them throughout the year, and they were just so darn good that we put them in. And those were Jack Daniel's 14,
Calumet 18.
Calumet 18, Knob Creek 21,
American Penelope Light Whiskey. So let's see, that's 3. What else do we put in?
the Lineage.
Oh my goodness. My front runner for Whiskey of the Year.
Yeah.
Highest rated whiskey I had all year. Hands down. Definitely, I think the best bottle. Let's see. So we probably did what? 25, 30, no, probably close to 30 different whiskeys that we tasted in this competition.
Yeah, we did a whole bunch.
This is the top 12. We did a bunch of work trying to weed through.
A lot of it you can see on our Patreon channel.
Oh yeah, ton of it, ton of stuff we weeded through, and a lot of them just didn't make it. But these are the top 12. There were a few that 5 or 6 that we put into top 12. All the others came, so let's call it the other 6 came from either our tasting or top 6 scores, or one of us hosted an event where a whole bunch of whiskey friends were over, and we crowdsourced amongst a whole bunch of Patreons some other entries or other bottles, and a couple of them scored really well and confirmed that they belonged in. We thought they belonged in. A few of those got confirmed. I think one example would be Disco 13.
So what we did, we had a bunch of blind samples. Sample U was Rare Character, the Rye 2 limited release. That got a score of 153. We had Sample Q, which was Bombergers. That got 166 between us. Sample 50 was the Mushroom, the Hardin's Creek release from Jim Beam. That was 167. Rare Character Rye 1 was Sample X. That came in at 160. I gave it an 81. You gave it a 79. We had Sample 47, which was a Woodinville 9-year. I gave it an 86. You gave it an 86. Came in at 172.
That made the cut.
That did make the cut. That was actually
I think it was
kind of our highest rated bottle.
well,
Short of a control that somebody put in that...
2 controls.
Yeah,
So
but-
somewhere in this list, there were 2 controls that were put in. Rare Breed and last year's leader in the clubhouse, Russell's 15.
And predictably, one finished our number 1 overall, and one finished dead last.
You guess which.
Then there was Booker's Jerry's Batch. I gave it a 76. Mark gave it an 85 for 161. Sample Z was Stag 24D, 79, 83 for a 162. Sample 49 was Jefferson's Ocean. I gave it an 83. Mark gave it an 86 for 169.
Made the cut, right?
Made the cut. Sample T, here was one of our first controversies, was a Four Roses single barrel OBSQ. We both gave it an 86 for a 172. It would have made the cut, but was disqualified for being a single barrel. Then there was Sample W, which was Russell's Reserve 15, which got an 87 and a 91 for a 178. That was our leader in the clubhouse of our blind samples. Sample SS was Barrel 20 year. I gave it an 84. Mark gave it an 81 for a 165. And Remus 9-year got an 86 and an 83 for a 169. A. Smith Bowman, 84 and 84, 168.
Did the Remus 9 and the Bowman make the cut?
They did.
Both of them are in.
We had to go to a top 12, but they're both in now.
More whiskey for me.
Sample M was Jack Daniel's Heritage, 85 for me, 82 for you, 167, did not make the cut. Rare Breed, 76, 74 for a 150, did not make the cut. Old Anvil was a single barrel that we picked up at Pursuit Spirits. It was a 11-year Heaven Hill barrel. Was very good, but I gave it a 79, you gave it a 78 for 157. And then we had a Predictum, which was a Buff Turkey barrel. I gave it an 82, Mark gave it an 80 for 162. So 168 is where we
cut it off. That
made it in.
I came to realize that there were 3 single barrels that somehow fell in here. The Predictum, the Four Roses, and the Old Anvil. Technically, is that a single barrel?
Yeah, I think it is a single barrel.
Oh, technically Mark broke the rules. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
And in that, the only one that would have made our final cut would have been the OBS Cube.
Yep, the Four Roses, which is really odd, right? I think that was like a 11 or 12-year OBSQ. It was really pretty good.
So, our 12 top bottles that we have here in front of us are, in no particular order,
stack ranked. So, bottle number 1 from Jim Beam.
Oh, I forgot. We also had the Russell's Reserve 13 from this year. This was the crowdsourcing.
Oh, crowdsourcing.
That got a 163. That did not make the cut. The Maker's Mark Cellar Aged.
Okay.
Got a 168. That is in.
It made the cut.
We had the Disco
13. That just got confirmed.
13 got confirmed, but it was at 167. We did a Barrel Craft 12-year. That was 151. And the Heaven Hill 90th. That got in at 163.
Okay.
So
you got the A. Smith Bowman over there you added to your list, and the other one. The Maker's Mark. The
no, Cellar's Aged.
Star Hill Farms.
Oh yeah, Star Hill Farm.
I haven't been drinking yet. My brain is still working.
Well, that kind of got automatically put in because one of us had a bottle of that. However, it ended up on their garage floor. So one of our wonderful patrons had a bottle, and we had a little bit left over for samples to do this, so it kind of just got put in here because we both really liked it, thought it was really good, deserved to be in here. We just didn't have enough to put it through the paces, so it kind of got grandfathered in.
So these are all the different bottles that we went through in this exercise that we probably started, November?
Yep.
And we're here in 2026, and we're going to rock it. 12 samples this year, the top 12. Usually we do a top 10, and that's quite the experience, but this year, top 12.
Yep. And enough talking. We are going to get to sampling.
All right.